our next story. He came here to carry out what was known as the Bloodless Revolution. This is where he first set foot in England, in Brixham, and from here he started moving up country, gathering supporters on his way to London. And one of the first places that he stopped was just outside of Stoke Gabriel, where there's a little cottage that's now known as Parliament Cottage, and this is where he first held a parliament to gather together his supporters, and that's where it got its name from. Now, again, we've talked about Bob and his ghost walks around Totnes, and one of the places that he likes to talk about is Totnes Museum. Now, we've actually investigated the museum many years ago, and one of the things he likes to highlight is the haunted bedroom, or at least the haunted bed. And when he stands outside with his guests, he'll talk about the haunted bedroom, and his ploy is that for any nice looking young ladies that will say, "Oh, I'd like to spend the night in a haunted bedroom," Bob will jump in and say, "Well, I'd like to help you with that and join you." But I don't think he's had any success with that chapter line. But anyway, the bed is definitely haunted according to Bob. And on one of the nights we investigated there, we'd set up our equipment in that room because that's obviously the focal point of that area. Nothing untoward happened while we were there. It was after we finished and we were packing away our equipment, and one of the mediums that was with us was standing in front of this big cabinet which had come from Parliament Cottage and is now on display in the museum. And she was standing there watching us work, and all of a sudden the door swung open, just stopping close to the side of her head. And she said, "Oh, that was lucky, that could have hurt. You know, that's the side that I hear spirit from, so it's like they were protecting me." So we thought, nah, she's trodden on a loose floorboard. So for the next 10-15 minutes, we started jumping up and down on the floorboards in front of this cabinet just to see if we could get the door to open. And in the end it did, but with such force that it swung back on itself, an almighty crash. So if it had hit her, it would really have done her some damage. So we think that she was being protected on that occasion. So yeah, definitely something odd about that cabinet from Parliament Cottage. Yeah, so that's where he stopped, and then, as I said, carried on up towards London. Right, we'll now carry on round the corner. Yeah. Grab a sandwich the other week.